In the 9th century, a Byzantine emperor gave everything to his closest friend: wealth, power, even named him heir to the throne. He believed him to be his most loyal companion. But one night, that very friend murdered him and seized the crown. Why? Because friends can be the most dangerous. Law number 2. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. Judgment. This law delivers a hard truth about human nature. Never place complete trust in friends. Friendship can turn into jealousy. Closeness can create competition. And your success can quietly hurt those nearest to you. Friends see you up close. They compare themselves to you. And over time, resentment can grow. Enemies are different. You do not trust them blindly, but you can learn to use them. An enemy who is given a second chance often works harder than a lifelong friend. Why? Because enemies must prove themselves. Robert Greene explains it simply. Friends see your success and feel threatened. Enemies see your power and feel respect. A friend may secretly want your position. An enemy, once accepted, wants to earn your trust. That is why, in the game of power, former enemies can become your strongest allies. O transgression of the law. This section shows how dangerous blind trust in friends can be. The example comes from the 9th century in the Byzantine Empire. The ruler was Emperor Michael III. Michael placed complete trust in his closest friend, Basil. Basil came from a poor and ordinary background. Michael raised him up. He made him rich. He gave him high titles. He treated him like a brother. Eventually, Michael even named Basil as his successor. Michael believed his friend was loyal. But as Michael's power grew, Basil's jealousy grew with it. Friendship slowly turned into ambition. In the year 867, Basil made his move. During a party, he had Michael intoxicated. That same night, Michael was murdered. Basil then took the throne and became emperor under the name Basil I. He ruled the empire for 19 years. The lesson is brutal but clear. When you reward a friend too much, they begin to feel entitled. They stop seeing your power as something borrowed. They stop believing it belongs to them. And when the moment comes, they replace you. Observance of the law. In this section, Robert Greene tells the same story of Emperor Michael III, but from a different angle. This time to show the power of using enemies correctly. Basil was not always Michael's friend. He began as a rival, a poor and insignificant man trying to rise within the Byzantine court. Instead of destroying him, Michael made a calculated decision. He forgave Basil. He brought him close. He gave him high positions. He made him wealthy, and he turned him into his closest advisor. Basil felt something powerful. He felt chosen. He believed he had been given a rare opportunity, and now he had to prove himself. The result was loyalty. Basil protected Michael's life. He exposed conspiracies. He worked tirelessly for the stability of the empire. For a time, the strategy worked perfectly, but Michael made a fatal mistake. He followed the law only halfway. He used a former enemy wisely. but trusted a close friend blindly. That friend eventually betrayed him and had him killed. The lesson is clear. A former enemy, once trusted, will often fight for you. A close friend, once spoiled with power, may feel entitled to replace you. Keys to power. This is the most important part of the law. Here, Robert Greene explains the deeper psychology behind it. The psychology of friends. Friends see you from close range. They know your weaknesses. They compare themselves to you, and your success can quietly hurt them. They think, "This is my friend. Why is he above me?" Jealousy grows silently, and when the moment arrives, betrayal becomes possible. The psychology of enemies. Enemies see you from a distance. They respect your power. They fear it, and they measure themselves against it. When you give an enemy a chance, they feel gratitude mixed with pressure. They think, "He forgave me. Now I must prove my loyalty." That pressure turns into effort. Often, an enemy works harder than a lifelong friend. Historical examples. In ancient China, General Sun Quan promoted former enemies to high positions. They became his most loyal commanders. In the United States, President Abraham Lincoln formed a cabinet made up of his political rivals. The result was one of the most effective administrations in American history. Practical advice. When giving promotions or power, consider former rivals first. Keep friends close, but do not give them control over secrets or authority. If someone envies you, create distance. When you give a former enemy a chance, you may gain your strongest ally. Image. The image of this law is two knives. The first knife is your close friend. It sits at your table. It eats with you. It feels familiar. It feels safe. You believe it belongs to you. But when you fall asleep, that same knife can enter your back. The second knife is your enemy. It stands in front of you. You see it clearly. You stay alert around it. And if you manage to turn it to your side, that knife becomes your sharpest weapon against other enemies. This image makes one thing clear. What is closest to you can be the most dangerous. What is distant, once controlled, can become your greatest strength. Reversal. Robert Greene explains that this law should be followed in most situations. But there are rare exceptions. When a truly loyal friend exists, in very rare cases, you may find a friend who is happy for your success. A friend who does not envy you, who has been tested over many years, who has proven loyalty through difficulty and loss. If such a person exists, trust can be justified. But these people are extremely rare. When bringing an enemy close is dangerous, some enemies are too powerful, too vengeful, too unstable. If an enemy is already determined to destroy you, bringing them closer may only speed up your downfall. In such cases, it is safer to keep the enemy distant or neutralized. Political and social situations. Sometimes trusting friends publicly creates the image of loyalty and unity. In politics or business, this appearance can be useful, but Greene warns, use the reversal carefully. In most cases, the original law is safer because betrayal by friends is the most common mistake of all. Law number 2 ends here. The next law is coming next.